Good morning, everybody. It's Roseann White, and today is Wednesday. It is the third in a series of part 4 of the hip replacement. Well, actually, let me rephrase that. I'm going to start all over. Good morning, everybody. Roseann White here. And today we'll be doing our part 3 of 4 in our hip rehab series. Okay, that was better. I don't know what happened there. But anyhow, welcome, everybody. I'm just going to take a minute or two here to see if I am on live and if you can hear me. So welcome. I'm going to give you guys a couple of minutes to get settled in here to have your Life Pro vibration platform. The one that you have is perfect. So don't worry about if you need to get a separate one. This is whatever you've got is perfect. And by the way, if you don't have a the hip replacement that you have is perfect. So don't worry about if you need to get a separate one. Okay, I am live, so that's good. Give me a second. I know we're in a little bit of technical challenges here. We don't have someone working our back office, so I need to just share this live on another page, and I'll be right back. And let's see how that's going to go. So as I'm getting this together, what I'd like you to do is have your vibration platform handy. You're also going to have your mini stability ball or pillow or anything that yoga block, anything that you can put literally between your legs that will help you to work our inner thighs. And give me one more second. I'll be right there. Here we go. All right. Okie doke. On to our regularly scheduled program. Welcome, everybody. I am here live to share with you part 3 of a 4-part series on strengthening your hips. Whether you've had a hip replacement or you're going to be getting a hip replacement or you just need to strengthen for whatever reasons, I have designed this 4-part series for you. So, from the top, we have a vibration platform of your choice. I'm working with the Waver Mini. Again, whatever vibration platform you have is perfect for you. I'm also going to be using the stability ball that comes with the Horizon Balance Trainer, but you can use a yoga block, and I don't even have one here. But if you don't have a ball, use a pillow, something that you can squeeze between your legs. A yoga block's fine, a little hard. And then I have one of the resistance loops that comes with vibration platforms. I also have to the side, you can see my Life Pro dumbbells. The very last exercise, we're going to be doing a little bit of a balance challenge, and you may or may not, depending on where you're at with your stability, choose to use a weight. I'm going to show you that as well. And lastly, I have a pole here with rubber tips on each side. I got these tips from a hardware store, and on this pole, who knows where. But if you feel very unstable, I want you to use this for now. Over time, you will develop more stability in your hips, and you may not need this. But if this is you're new to maybe being on the platform, or your balance is not where you want it to be, use the pole to help you to stay upright, because I don't want you looking down. I don't want you to worry about falling, even though this is a few inches off the floor. But just know this is handy. And I may even use it to demonstrate a few times. So I am not, I'm 10 weeks out post hip replacement, feeling really good. Yep, I have been delayed on the platform. That's been a challenge. People have said to me, why aren't you on the platform right away? My surgeon said, no, wait for a while, and I'm just following Doc's orders. So are you guys ready to begin with this? The workout will be in the live feed when we're done. But if you've got any questions along the way, hit me up. Type in the chat, and I may not answer you right away, but I'll be happy to answer you when I am done. Okay. I want to keep this really more about the workout. Okay. So let's begin. Waver Mini. I'm going to set it on, and I'm going to go on manual speed here. And I'm going to take mine to about, I think I'm going to go into about the 50 range. And that should feel pretty good for me. I play around with frequencies and all that. So the first thing I want to do is a little bit of a warm up. I don't really need my band. So what I want to do is I'm going to stand hip distance, soft knees, and we're going to go into pelvic tilts. Abdominals pull in, squeeze glutes, and release. So we're going to just do about 10 of these. And I put my hands on my hips so I can feel, and that's my deal. I want to feel hip bones to ribs. Now, I don't have a ball between my knees right now. I just kind of want everything to happen the way it's going to happen. Not worried about inner thighs yet. I'm worried about connection of ribs to hip bone. And with every tuck, if you will, I want to feel abdominals, lower abdominals, and glutes, and breath. Now, after I've done those tucks, if you will, I'm going to just go side to side. And this is bending one knee and straightening one knee. And I just want to get obliques to fire up. And while I'm getting obliques to fire up, I'm getting that little shift in the hips, just little. Again, I'm just warming things up here. Gosh, a couple weeks ago, I couldn't even do this. So it's amazing how the body likes to heal in its own time. So again, about 10 of these. That's not a magic number, but it's a doable number. My recommendation, as always, with all this therapeutic work is one set of 10 for sure, and then do it second or third set, depending on time and strength and if you fatigued out. Okay, now we're going to go to circles. So I'm going to tuck around. So I've got two motions going on here. I've got three motions: flexion, side, extension. And I just want to feel the movement. And I want to I like to touch my hip bones because I want to feel that. I want to feel the shifts. Okay. And I can feel it on my toes where I'm putting my weight. And then I'm going to reverse it. When I do this, also notice your back muscles, your abdominal muscles, your obliques, all these things are getting warmed up while I'm warming up the hip joints. And take big breaths here. For 4, 3, exhale on every one, 2, and 1. Great. So I've just done a little bit of movement to warm up the hip joints as well as the knees. I'm standing for this whole workout. Now, the next thing we're going to do is go into a little external interrotation. Again, if you're not comfortable with taking one foot up, I have the pole here. I'm going to put to the side so you can see me. I like to have it right in front of me when I'm doing this, but for this workout, so you can see me, I'm going to have it to the side. Okay? I'm going to pick up, and I'm going to be on my big toe of my right foot. Then I'm going to externally rotate for 10. Okay? And then I want to make sure my hip's not moving. So this left hand is holding my pelvis still as I come from center out. I'm not going internal yet. And I'm just rolling off my big toe. And breathing, of course. Great. And last one. Let's go to the other side. I'll do both sides because now I've got weight bearing on the bionic hip while I externally rotate on the happier hip right now. It soon will have its own bionic replacement. I don't know when. It'll just be a matter of time just because of my diagnosis of hip dysplasia. That one day it'll come, but it's not today, which is very good to know. And again, you want to feel your range, okay? Feel that contraction. It's only a split second. We're not holding anything. And last one here. And again, about 10, okay? Now I'm going to go into an internal rotation. I'm going to step a little bit wider. Toe up, I'm going to internally rotate. Okay, pull it in. Now watch your hip that it doesn't lift up, okay? And I'll put my pole here. I want to feel from parallel, right, internal. And this is just starting to fire up the adductors Chest is lifted. My standing support leg has got a slight bend in it. And I'm rolling on my big toe. You might feel, for me, I'm feeling quite a bit of energy in my right hip. It's a little tighter because of where the incision is. And then switch sides. Okay, heel up. Find your parallel and then turn in. Feel the difference on side to side. Big difference for me, turning in and out. And my hands on my hips, so I'm not hiking my hip up. And I just want to make it a nice smooth movement in and back to parallel for about 5 more of these. So we're just starting to work on the rotator muscles. We did a little bit of warm up in the joints, in the socket, and last one. Great. Now I'm going to go and grab my my stability ball. Let me change my screen really quick here. And then I'm going to be doing some adduction. Put the ball between your knees, okay, right above the knees. Soft knees, and I just want to squeeze for 5 seconds and release. Put your hands behind your head and elbows forward. Squeeze. That way, your head is right over the hips. Exhale, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Shoulders are relaxed. Now, if this is too much for your shoulders, you can always do I Dream of Jeannie arms, or you can go into prayer hands. If you want arms hanging, just make sure your chest is open. So I'm giving you these little tips along the way. I see this all the time. This forward head is forward shin, even if it's an inch or two, puts extra 10 pounds of pressure on your lower back. So that's why I like my hands behind my head and my chest lifted. Abdominals are pulled in. So we've got about 4 more of these. I'm squeezing as much as I can, inner thighs. It's nice to have a mirror in front of you, because that way you can see if your big toe and your second toe are pointing forward or not. We tend to be in extra rotation too much. Those are tight rotator muscles. And last one here, squeeze, 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 and release. Now, I have no real pressure on the bottom, just holding it, okay? I'm just holding it naturally. And we're going to go into a parallel squat, okay? This is not very big. I want to slide down and up. I am not hinging forward, guys, okay? I'm sliding down and up. So when I say slide down, I want an imaginary wall behind me. You can put one hand behind your head and one hand behind your tailbone, okay? Right like where the butt cracks are, right there. You'll feel it. And you're just going to slide down and squeeze the ball on the way up. Inhale down, press into the heels, squeeze on the way up. And we'll do 5 more of these. Down and squeeze. You don't have to keep your hands there. I just want you to check in with yourself. Belly in. We've got 3 more of these. Make sure you're not curling your toes and clutching onto the plate. Hold down here, okay? From here, we're going to squeeze the ball and press down and squeeze up. Lift. So I'm contracting to lift. Let's go for 7, 6, 5. A lot of work here. 4. Breathe with this. 3, 2, 1. And release. So again, my setting today, I'm on 50 here. You want to be comfortable with it, okay? What works for you. Okay, now that I've done that, that was our 4th exercise. I'm going to go into a plie squat. And I'm going to add my band. And I'm still going to use the ball. Okay, the band is going to be around or above my knees. Not the ankles yet. So above the knees. You can even use a booty band, but why not? Yeah, you're welcome. You're quite welcome. Okay, so from here, I'm going to go in what we call in a Pilates class, the Pilates V, the plie position, first position. I'm going to put the ball between my knees as well, okay? So I want to plie squat. I'm pushing out and then squeezing in, down and up. I'm pressing out, and I can feel that, okay? Keep pressing out and breathing and sinking lower. When you rise up, you can't come up all the way because the ball's there, and that's okay. I still want to work those inner thighs. It's not only about the glute medius, it's about inner thighs here. These are the literally between this and between the shoulder blades are like the two weakest parts of the body I have found in my 26 years of experience training people. Oh yeah, I can really feel these muscles kicking in. 2 more and 1 more. Now you're going to stay on here. Now we're going to push out and out. Don't worry about the ball. If it falls out, good. That means you're really working those abductors. And I've got 6, 5, 4, 3. I'm in that plie squat 2 and hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Burn, baby, burn, release. Okay, so that was the first 10 minutes on the platform. And I'm going to go for another 10. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, again, I'm going to a speed that works for me. If you want to go and work into a program, that's fine. You know, you can always, if you're really concerned about the instability, use your dowel to support you. Okay, so now guys, this is going to be a little different, okay? We're going to do step-ups with the band. So look down at your feet just the first time. It's one leg's going to stay on, one's going to come off. You're going to step down and step up. Step down, step up. Now I have the band above my knees. Let me tell you, if you just go ahead and put the band above your ankles, game changer, okay? So if you want to join me there, step up, step down. You'll feel a big difference. Up and down. Roll through your foot, toe, heel, foot on the leg, foot on the floor, heel, toe, okay? Platform foot stays still as I roll down to drop my heel, roll up and lift my heel. Breathe with this, zip up. Let's go 5 more. 3. Abs are pulled in. You don't need to look down at your feet, okay? I want you to feel it. Last one, come all the way up. Okay, let's switch sides. Okay, you can look down and check for a second here, then head up. Hands can go behind the head, toe, heel, heel, toe. Toe, heel. Now the reason I'm doing this, I'm emphasizing because I want you to feel the glute fire up on the foot that's going on the floor, okay? That's just as important as the one that's on the platform. Roll through the foot, roll through the ankle. Breathe with this. We got about 5 more. This is the Waver Mini. I just love this guy. I mean, I've got most of the vibration platforms that LifePro has. And this guy I like because it's so portable for me. I can take this anywhere. Weight factor, 220 pounds max, just to know that. I've lost count, so we're just going to do 1 more. Okay, now, okay, we're going to now work on abduction. If you'd like to, and I'm going to probably suggest do this first with a pole so you can get used to it. If you want more vibration, stand wider, okay, and then lean into all the way on the standing leg, and we're going to abduct. Now, if that's too much for your leg, you can always stand in the middle, okay, and then put your foot slightly off to the side and lift. You decide what works for you, okay? I'm going to keep this pole handy just to keep me upright. I'm not really relying on it. So I'm working this hip for strength, the platform leg stability. Toes pointing forward. Some people tend to turn their toes out. That's okay. And in, that's okay too. But let's just do a parallel set. You can always do 2 more sets, 1 internal rotation, 1 external. That's your option. But I just want to work on just good old-fashioned abduction. And 4 more here. And over time, you may not need that pull at all, right? But it's kind of nice to have. Okay, other side. I'm doing both sides just to keep symmetrical. You know, you might have one not so strong hip, but work both, okay? Our body isn't symmetrical. And in PT, they're always telling me, do both sides. Just do it because, there may be a point in time that other hip's going to need more attention, aka injury or hip replacement. So get it ready now. Okay, you got 4 more. I saw myself swaying. I want you to keep right over your foot. Try not to lean out. That's what the pole's here for, to keep you upright. 1 more. Ha ha. Oh yeah, so good. Okay, so the next one's going to be hip extension with the band, and I'm going to come up to the side and show you guys this. I'm going to move my platform so you can literally see what I'm doing. I think it's pretty important. Okay. Now, this is where you are going to tilt forward. If you're comfortable with not holding on to something, that's fine. But I'm going to step off, okay, and I'm going to kick out. I want to make sure I'm pointing my toes down and breathe. Abs up. Watch that your head doesn't drop here. Everyone and their brother drops their head. I'm not saying I'm perfect on this, but I'm very aware that I want to keep my gaze on my horizon here. And then this standing leg's working like crazy. Here's my lesson. I'm going to hold this and press out. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Shoulders relax. Whew. Yeah, baby. So good. Okay, this is definitely getting ready for bathing suit weather. Okay. If you're into wearing bathing suits, that is. Okay, so now I'm going to come on up. Okay, I'm hinged forward. I'm going to kick and lift, tap the toe and lift. I keep bent on my platform leg, belly pulled in, keeping the foot flexed. Ooh, I can't look over to the side and do that. I got to stay looking forward. 3 more. Now hold this one here and kick out. Make the glute work. 10, 9, 8. Abs are in. 7. It's not low back. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. So we did step ups, abduction, hip extension. We're going on to our 9th exercise. It goes pretty quick, doesn't it? So I'm not using my band. I'm not going to use the pole. Maybe not. Who knows? We'll see how it feels. Curtsy lunges. Okay, careful here. Parallel to start, chest up. I'm going to take my right foot out. I'm going to tap and rotate. I'm just doing a little bit of rotation right on the platform leg. I'm trying to keep my knee over my ankle. And I want to feel that swivel of my hips. My shoulders aren't moving. If it feels okay, you can go a little deeper, but that's not the point right now. It's just to feel that rotation. Let's go for 5. Swivel the hips. 4, not the chest. I make my clients keep their elbows forward. Boy, I lost that one. And 1. That way, you're not moving your shoulders, okay? Or you can put your hands behind your head. Okay, let's do this. Tap. Now, this is my hip replacement hip, so it's a little more, I'm going to say tender on this, but it's still working. And rotate. Seriously, about 2 weeks ago, this wasn't going to happen. I just didn't have the neuromuscular repatterning. I lost it from all the trauma from the surgery. But I got it back. It's coming. 5. Chest lifted. 4. Watch that knee. That's why I like you to have a mirror in front of you. 3. Get over yourself looking at your mirror. In your mirror. Look at your body. Some people just don't like a mirror. Last one. All right, awesome, guys. So we're going to go into some balance here. I'm not going to use the pole. I'm going to literally try to work without that, okay? So here's what I want you to start off with. We're going to stand on the leg and keep the other heel off, just like we did when we started. And we're just going to lift and lower. Okay? Feel what that feels like. I want your knee to come in front of your hip. I don't like to do this kind of balance, okay? I don't want to kick back. I want coming the knee forward. We're working some hip flexion. I'm going to lift this about 10 times. Then I want to just hold, okay? Find a place to stare at and hold. And give yourself at least a 10 count for now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, that was my natural hip. Let's see what happens here. Okay, I'm not standing very wide. I'm in the center. I'm going to lift lower, keeping the chest lifted, keeping the crown of the head lifted, up, down. Knee comes forward. Please notice I just put my hand on my hip just to remind me not to sway into it. This video will be available on YouTube along with all the other two that I did, so you'll have this for forever. Okay, you can exercise with me every day in a different series. So please check our Life Pro YouTube channel. Let's hold this last one up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Not quite as stable. Okay, let me just give you a little, if you guys are feeling pretty stable, I've got a 5-pound weight. This is a lot. You might use a water bottle or a weighted ball, but you can do your balance. I'm going to just be on the toe, and then I'm just going to come side to side. Just that little bit of weight bearing. My platform just came off, and now that the platform was off, I'm going to literally lift my foot because I'm not worried about it. So when I do this, check it out. It's really going to challenge balance. Okay, let me go on the other side. Chest lifted. Start, oops. It happens, right? Okay, let's start here. Knee up and side to side. A lot more challenging on this side for me, but that's okay. Don't give up. Practice makes better. Practice makes stronger. Yeah, and good focus on this helps too. So this transfer of the weight is really challenging, but give it a shot. Okay, so that was our workout. You can use the platform and keep it on for the stretches, and I'm going to throw down for this one. I'm going to do 4 stretches. So I'm going to throw down, turn it on, and I'm going to keep it at my speed has been about 45 to 50 throughout this. I've just been pretty happy here lately in that speed, but play around with it, change speeds too. Okay, stretches, IT band, watch this. Foot on the platform, I'm going to cross over, okay? My foot's behind, and I'm just going to reach up and over. Put your hand behind your head. You're going to feel the stretch all the way down the side of your hip. Feels amazing. And hang out here. Hold the stretch for up to 30 seconds, okay? Or if you don't have a clock in front of you, think at least 5 to 10 breaths. 5 slow breaths would be optimal. Depends if you're a shallow breather. Oh, that feels so good. I've got weight into the platform, so you can add the vibration, right? And then let's switch sides. Okay, so I'm going to step back, and I'm going to put my hand behind me. I'm pushing my hip out. Such a difference on this stretch. Such a difference. The thighs are crossed, and I'm just going to come up and over and open through that side. The foot that's on the floor, listen to this, guys. The foot that's on the floor, push the big toe down. That's huge, okay, because it won't roll up. The foot that's on the platform, push the big toe down. Make sure those guys are anchored into the floor. And release. Okay, that was our IT band stretch. Hip flexor. What I'm going to do on this one is I'm going to step in front of the platform. Let me move it back a little bit. I'll show you from the side. I'm going to step on the platform, knee over foot, and I'm going to bend my knee and push back. Abs are pulled in. I'm not arching my back here. I want to keep my pelvis rather neutral, okay? And stretch back. Almost like you're dropping the tail down, pulling the pubic bone up, and then you're going to feel this beautiful stretch in your hip flexor. I'm pushing off my toes here, and I'm trying to straighten my leg, okay? Collarbones lift, chin pulled in, arm can reach up for a little bit more of a full chain stretch, and release. Okay, other side. Okay, check into your front knee over the ankle. Bend and straighten the back knee for a few just to get used to this. Check into the hips. Breathe with it. Okay, now I'm gonna hold it back. Big difference on this. I'm pushing down into the big toe and the first toe, and I'm pulling belly up. I wanna feel my glute max firing up. I'm really pushing down to make sure I feel it. And then I'll add that stretch. Drive your hip bones forward, pull the belly in. Breathe into that lengthening. So this is our hip flexor stretch, standing. Okay, from here, we'll go into a hamstring stretch because those hamstrings have worked a bit. And I'm gonna hinge from the hip. My other knee's gonna bend out to the side. I'm gonna hinge. You can put your hands on your thigh, pull the belly back. Notice if your hips shifted. Pull the hips back equally and don't drop your head. Everyone thinks they need to hold their toes. You don't. I want you to feel the thigh bone pulling back into the hip socket, pushing the heel forward, get into the belly of the muscle, and breathe. You can point and flex if you want to add a little bit of movement in the ankle. That's cool. You'll feel a little extra stretch every time you flex. Okay, let's switch it up. Squared my hips. Okay, I'm gonna, hinge down, draw the thigh bone in. Spine should be flat, okay? This is a good visual. I want you to see this, okay? The head and the tailbone are flat here, okay? You don't drop anything. Your spine stays long. And then you hinge deeper to get more stretch. Pull the toes up to get more stretch. But again, make sure the hips are evenly pushed back. So if I push here, I'm pushing the hips back evenly. And then I can point and flex and get a little bit more stretch. Great. Okay, so the last stretch is a figure 4 stretch. And on this one, guys, I'm not going to do it standing. I want you to just get your chair and then just cross over. Again, be careful. Watch this head forward thing. So not good on your back. I want you to put a fist under your chin to make sure your head is in line with the spine, and then you hinge forward. I keep my foot flexed. I don't pull on my toes. I'll show you that on the other side. So when I come onto it, right, cross over, I don't pull my toes, okay? I keep the bottom of the foot flat and flexed. Sit tall to start. This, my friends, is a stretch just to do this. And then you start hinging forward. Now, I can go as far. See the difference on this? Now, will I ever? I don't know. Give time, see what happens. No judgment here. Just feel breath, feel length, feel sensations of stretch. You can back off on it and come in a little deeper. Because this is tight, I do like to go about 2 or 3 times into the stretch and back off. This one I'll do 30 seconds on this side, and I'll repeat this 2 to 3 times just because it does need a little more tension and lengthening out. And then that's it. So I think I've covered it all. Shut my platform off. Okay, guys, I hope that was helpful. Let's see. Yana, oh, thank you. I'm glad that you enjoyed this. And yeah, guys, this is the 3rd of 4. Next week will be the last of my series. And all parts of the series you can do. You can do one day, one the other day, and rotate it because one's on a chair, one is on the floor, one is standing, and the last one will be literally on the platform, side lying. So make sure you have a blanket for that one. Before you do your series, hydrate yourself. When you're done, hydrate yourself. It's super important to do that. Give yourself time and grace. Forget the shoulds and woulds and can'ts. Just do the best you can to feel your body working with you, because it's going to might struggle and fight because of the situation. But just ease into things. You've got time. Time is on your side, no matter how old you are. It's the idea of starting it first, and then being consistent. That is key to results. So again, I want to thank you so much for joining me. Sorry about the little bit of our the front end to start. We're working out some kinks to make this more seamless for you. So you can click on any of the videos and get right into a workout. But if you're worried about the chatter, just fast forward. No big deal. Fast forward until you get in the workout. Again, thank you so much. Roseann White here, part of our health and wellness team, Life Pro. I'm so grateful and so honored to be part of your life as well. Have a great day, guys. Bye for now.